Well, hello, and welcome to the Basement Bay here in Barljo's Basement's Minecraft. Today, we are just having a quick look around a world that looks ever so slightly different. Because today, a big update has hit the PlayStation. Yes, we've got PlayStation Update 1.90, which has brought us a number of lovely things. I think the first thing to see as we look about is that they have released the new Minecraft texture pack, in which everything looks slightly different. We will see here the wheat looks a little bit different. And, if I break that, there we go. The soil has a bit of a texture to it as well, which it doesn't normally have. So lots of little things. Oh dear, yes, I am in creative. Just to show this off. So everything looks slightly different. I think, as part of this update, they have also provided us with the standard texture pack. They call it Minecraft Classic. I think that is what I'll be using, certainly for this Let's Play. If I, for whatever reason, start another one, then I may come to this one, but who knows? I've not yet really decided. However, the most exciting thing about this, is there anything much happening underwater? Probably not. Oh, there's a fella down there. Hello, fella. I think you should ignore me, because I'm just here as a sort of a test environment. There we go. Let's bring ourselves down there. Is there anything interesting happening? Nope, not down here. Okay, it's just texture. Ooh, some gold there and some iron. Let's try and remember that. But anyway, that is all for another day, if I can even manage to get out of here. Whoa! Okay, let's try and find out a way of getting out. There we go. Found one. Oh, I keep getting caught in the bubbles. There we go. So, yes, mostly it is a new texture pack, which is that. However, for those of us here on the PlayStation who have been waiting for exciting updates for quite a while, we have interesting things have turned up. If I get back to land, I will check out onto the beach. Let's have a little sit down here. Many interesting things indeed have turned up. We have such things as, it's not going to be in there, is it? No, it'll be in there. There we go. We have a loom and a lectern among the other things that have turned up. What the loom does, there we go, if we just put that on there, is helps you when you've crafted a banner. You can pop a banner in there and it helps with all the design and all the other things that you can hang outside to stake your claim to wherever it is you've decided to claim your stake, so to speak. The lectern here, if you are in a multiplayer game, if you have a book on there, such as you've been writing or making notes in, it means you can all look at it. That is pretty much what that does. I believe it's also fairly necessary for librarians in villages, but we will come back to that when it is relevant, or possibly not. The other biggest change to think about is they have renamed the standard wood blocks. They used to call them, it just used to be oak. When you punch down a tree or chopped it down with an axe, it's now an oak log, because you can, and a stripped oak log, because you can also now craft them back into, see if I can see it, not in there, but we can see it in our crafting table. Seems as we're making a creative mess of our beach here. Wonder where the crafting table would be. Wouldn't be under miscellaneous, would it? Oh, there it is. Good. Let's put that in there, because who needs a lily pad anyway? There we go. If we go into our crafting table, you can still craft planks. You can also, if I go down there enough, make wooden blocks from the logs you cut down. You can make a block. It takes 4 logs to make 3 blocks. That's just how it works. Fantastic. That is one of the updates. Now, we also have some interesting things. I'm going to have to go inside and do this, as it appears to be game time, night time. But anyhow, not you. Don't know why I'm closing the gate. This is just a throwaway save in my house. What we do have under weapons, if I can find it, is the ability to craft a crossbow. Crossbows can also be found in pillager outposts, I believe. They're a new type of baddie that you find in abandoned stately homes around the place. But yes, you can make one. It fires arrows, as you would expect. You can find them or craft them. You just need a tripwire hook, a bit of string, some sticks and an iron bar. And it fires a lot like an arrow, a bow and arrow. So let's give that a test. Since we're in creative, I see no point in even pretending. Oh, let's get. Don't know what that arrow does. Let's just do a bit of that. There we go. So cocking the crossbow takes quite a while because crossbows do, and then it's a separate button to release. The doink. There you go. So it takes a while of. Here you go. It takes a while to cock it out, but then for doink. So it does a lot more. I believe it's a more powerful bow, so that is interesting. The most interesting thing that we have been waiting for what feels like an age here on the PlayStation, is a shield. Something to hold you back, the baddies. You can either hold it in your hand like that, or you can keep it equipped in your other hand like that. Yeah, how cool. Probably can't demonstrate it now, as I don't think there are any baddies about, which would be a shame. I didn't really think about that. However, if you have it there, you can have your sword in the other hand, have a go at other people like that. You can still block with your sword, even if you have your shield handy. There we go, let's close that. So, to activate your shield here on the PlayStation, I'm not quite sure how it'll work on the Xbox. I presume it'll be the same. Is you hit your crouch button, which for PlayStation is right 3. That's a click down of the right stick. So you crouch, but it brings your shield up like that. If you're blocking with your sword, so blocking melee attacks from the baddies, then the shield moves out the way, which is nice. It even moves out of the way in the little graphics up top. And whilst you're attacking people with your sword like this or like this, the shield ducks out the way. But if you're sneaking around, there it is. If you have it just down to one side, I don't think it will protect against attacks or anything. Yes, I set this to peaceful so I didn't get bothered. But if hold it in front of you, arrows, melee attacks, anything like that will be blocked. I haven't checked whether it can be enchanted yet, but things like that will come. So, that is today's big news. I'm going to stick this out in advance of the next video. I'll publish this straight away because updates are always interesting. So, yes, we will come to these wonderful contraptions in, I think I'm only one episode ahead. So, one episode's time, this whole thing won't have been mentioned. And then I will recap when the playlist picks up. And here we are. So, lots of interesting things to work towards. It's nice being able to craft a crossbow, as it looks quite funky indeed. You can leave it equipped in your inventory like that, which is interesting too. So once so you can cock it in advance and walk around with it like nobody's business. Hiya! Until you're ready to pull it out and shoot at the baddies. There you go. I do quite like that if you miss a baddie, I always used to have trouble with arrows. My shots were awful. If you miss, you can collect your own arrows. If a baddie misses you, you can't pick up their arrows from the block it's stuck in, which is something of a shame. Ooh, should we go and test our things? I've got the shield in my hand. I see baddies down at the bottom of the garden. Let's go and have a look. I think it's peaceful, so I may not get attacked, but we'll see when we get down there. Who's there? Is that an Enderman? That is a shame. Oh, we've got a zombie there. Oh, there. Oh no, you're not going to attack me, are you? Never mind. Oh well. Seems as our crossbow's cocked. Shall we see what we can do? No, he did not like that, did he? Oh, the Enderman's not overly happy either. Oh, I've got the spider in the way. Anyhow, I can't goad anyone into attacking me because I'm in peaceful. Just to demonstrate what's going on here. What seems to be the problem with you, sir? It's nice to know that the Endermen hang around this place. I do remember hearing one time grabbing an Eye of Ender the other episode. So yes, next time you see me, we will be back to what the vanilla Minecraft usually looks like. We won't have any gaping holes in our little farm garden here. There's a couple of other bits and bobs being added. I think there's a new type of cat. Having said that, that's not fair. There is a new type of cat. A couple of new food recipes. We've got rabbit stew and beetroot soup, which is nice. You can actually got a use for the beetroot that you can find around the place. So yes, that is about it. Some other under the hood stuff. But yeah, so next time you see us, we will be back to normal. Can't remember if I said that's the fly, did I? I did! How exciting. Yes, we will be back to our normal texture pack. We won't have such things as crossbows in our hands or shields in our hands. We'll craft them as we go. This creative save copy will self-destruct in 3 to 4 seconds. So, thank you very much for watching. I will see you back in our Let's Play in a couple of days' time with literally no knowledge of anything that happened in this video. And we'll recap in a week or so. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was vaguely interesting in some way. But now, I will see you next time. It's as if this never happened. So, from the basement, goodbye for now. Bye!